Sussex made it 3 NatWest T20 blast wins in the last week, their latest in Bristol against Gloucestershire, a quite astonishing one. As, led by the remarkable Luke Wright with 100, they stole a game that was seemingly lost by 3 wickets, with 1 ball to spare to move up to third in the South Group. Batting first after winning the toss following a delayed start because of earlier rain, Gloucestershire made steady progress through the 6 overs of power play, in which these boundaries helped them get to a score of 50 without loss, with both Michael Klinger and Hamish Marshall looking good. Michael Yardy then delivered an over which cost just a couple of runs, but his second went for 18, with both Marshall and Klinger clearing the rope for the first time each, which eventually took their partnership up to 83 after the first 10 overs of the match. 5 more were added before T-Mal Mills broke through in the 11th over, Marshall on 37 clubbing a ball to right at mid-on. But that wicket didn't slow things down any, as Ian Cobain came in and was quickly making the most of that opening partnership. It's not often in his career that Yardy has been treated like this, but these 3 sixes all came in 1 over that cost the bowler 21 runs. His 3 overs went for 41, unusual analysis for one normally so parsimonious. Klinger's incredible form continued as he took his tally of runs in this competition to 518 in 7 innings at an average of 173. He may then consider a score of 61 something of a failure. That's what he was on when he skied a catch to keeper Craig Kachopa after spending 51 balls at the crease. Cobain then dragged a slower ball from Mills back onto his stumps to depart for 30, which left Gloucestershire on 138 for 3 with 22 balls of their innings left. Geraint Jones and Benny Howell struck the ball well to add 41 more in quick time, but in spite of some good knocks from the home batsman, the Sharks' attack, led by Will Beer, whose 4 overs cost only 24 runs, will have been generally pleased with their work on a good pitch. Jones was out for 16 in the last over, Ollie Robinson with a simple caught and bowled, as the Gloucesters made a challenging enough 185 for 4 off their 20 overs. The Sharks made a bad start to their reply. Chris Nash LBW to the 3rd ball with just 4 runs on the board. It was 13 for 2 in the 3rd over when Matt Machin used a leading edge to send the ball high to Klinger. James Fuller beginning what was to become another horrific night for him against this opposition, rather well in fact. Wright tried to keep his side in touch with these 4s inside the power play overs, which ended with Sussex on 42 for 2, the run rate required already into double digits and climbing. Last Friday's hero, Kachopa, had made 18 when he gave the very effective former Sussex spinner Tom Smith his 17th wicket of this tournament as the batsman holed out to long off. So halfway through, the total read 67 for 3, another 119 runs now needed off 10 more overs, and so Wright had no option but to hit out. That went for 6, but when he lost George Bailey finally getting a knock for 12 as he picked out Marshall off Howell, the target was at 106 runs from 54 balls. Game over, surely, when Harry Finch was yet another Smith victim, an easy stumping for Jones, which left Sussex to find 89 off the last 6 overs. Crucially, Wright was missed by Jones, a stumping chance going awry with the batsman on 43. But it didn't seem to matter when Beer nicked Howell behind in the same over. The task now to get 82 runs off 5 overs with only 4 wickets intact. Wright didn't even reach his 50 until the 16th over with this 6 off Smith, which took him there off 38 deliveries. Although he added another 4, it still left 69 runs to be hit off 24 balls. Even though Wright then twice cleared the boundary off Kieran Nima Barnett in the 17th over, one which went for 21 runs, it still looked as if it would be the home team tasting success when the 18th over cost only 5, leaving 43 to be scored off the last 2 overs. Impossible, but re-enter Fuller. 3 years ago, in the last 8 stage of this competition, the Kiwi delivered the worst over ever, one which went for 38 runs. Maybe that was on his mind as he delivered a high full toss first up and no ball. Trying again, he was launched down the ground by Wright for his 5th 6 before a single came off the second legal delivery of the over. The next one saw Robinson run out as Wright knew that he had to get back on strike. if his side were going to have any chance at all, as unlikely as that still was. Ball number 4, well, you guessed it, it was thumped down the ground for another maximum, as was the next delivery. Wright now started to middle everything in what was turning out to be one of the finest T20 innings ever seen, and there have been many good ones. Fuller's heart must have been sinking by now, and another no ball for being over waist height on the full was pulled for 4. 28 runs had come off 5 legal balls, and Fuller was now taken out of the attack by the umpire for dangerous bowling. Craig Miles had to complete the over, but the result was the same. Another 6 for Wright, who now had an incredible 100, his 5th in this format, and one made off 53 balls. His second 50 occupying only 15. It was breathtaking stuff from the skipper. And almost as if a miracle had occurred, now only 9 runs were wanted off the last over. Yardy took a single, and then Wright, of course, found the boundary again. 2 more singles, then left 2 to get off 2 balls, but Wright needed only 1. His 7th 4 to go with his 8 sixes, taking his side over the line in one of the most amazing turnarounds this game has ever seen. The home team was shell-shocked, the visitors overjoyed. They'd won by 3 wickets with a ball to spare, Wright ending on 111 from 56 balls, his last 61 occupying only 18, and the 2 points lifts the Sharks up to 3rd in the South Group, now with a great chance of qualifying for the quarter-finals. They will in fact be top of the table if they beat bottom club Middlesex at Lord's on Thursday. Wow.